Venerable Zachariah the Recluse of the Kiev Caves, March 24th. Born to wealthy parents, Venerable Zachariah renounced all possessions, embraced extreme asceticism, and through prayer overcame demonic temptations of earthly wealth. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include ascetic extremes such as extreme fasting and demonic attack. Venerable Zachariah, a monk of the Kiev Pechersk Lavra, lived during the 12th century. He is known as the Recluse and the Faster because of his strict ascetic life. His life demonstrates complete renunciation of worldly possessions and spiritual power over demons. His holy relics are preserved in the far caves of the Lavra. Zachariah was born in Kiev to pious and wealthy parents, John and Mary. For a long time, John and Mary were childless. They prayed fervently, asking God for a son. God heard their prayers, and a son was born to them, whom they named Zachariah. Shortly after Zachariah's birth, his father John reposed. Before his death, John entrusted his infant son to the protection of God. As Zachariah grew, his mother Mary made a decision concerning his future. She sent him to the monastery to be tonsured as a monk. Before doing so, she distributed all their possessions to the poor. She left nothing for her son, desiring that he would inherit a heavenly reward rather than an earthly one. This act of his mother set the path for Zachariah's life of non-possessiveness. Within the monastery, Zachariah dedicated himself to a life of severe asceticism. He undertook a strict rule of fasting. He ate only a small quantity of herbs, consuming food only once a day after the sun had set. He abstained from wine and all other drinks, taking only water. This extreme discipline and devotion to fasting earned him the title, the Faster, among the monastic brotherhood. Through these practices, he sought to purify his body and soul, directing his entire being towards God. A significant aspect of Zachariah's spiritual struggle involved his encounters with demons. Because of his holy life and constant prayer, the demons feared him. They confessed to him that his prayer scorched them like fire, indicating the power of his spiritual discipline. The evil spirits made attempts to tempt the venerable monk and lead him into avarice. One account describes how demons revealed to Zachariah a large amount of gold and silver. This treasure had been left in the cave by a Varangian, a foreign merchant or warrior. The demons hoped that by showing him this wealth, the monk would become attached to the treasure. They intended for him to fall into the sin of greed and worldly attachment, thus losing his spiritual progress. However, Saint Zachariah, having cultivated complete detachment from worldly wealth, did not yield to the temptation. Instead of claiming the treasure or being moved by its presence, he took action to remove its potential for evil. He simply buried the gold and silver deeper within the cave. He did this so that the treasure would not tempt anyone else who might discover it. Through this act, Zachariah demonstrated his victory over the passion of avarice and his commitment to non-possessiveness. His actions showed that his heart was fixed on heavenly treasures, not earthly ones. After a life marked by holy asceticism, unwavering prayer, and spiritual warfare, Venerable Zachariah reposed in peace during the 12th century. His holy relics were laid to rest in the far caves of the Kiev Pechersk Lavra. There, they remain a source of grace and a testament to his holy life. Venerable Zachariah is commemorated on March 24th, his primary feast day. He is also honored on August 28th, during the synaxis of the saints of the Kiev Far Caves. Additionally, he is remembered on the second Sunday of Great Lent, as part of the synaxis of all the monastic fathers of the Kiev Caves. His life continues to serve as an example of profound renunciation and the spiritual strength granted to those who seek God above all else.